Alright, so new patch notes just dropped for JP. That's a lie, didn't just drop. I just woke up, so if you can hear it in the voice, my bad. But I already saw what it is. Not what he does, but I saw it's a Chandler. And not only it's a Chandler, but it's a base Chandler. It's not a demon Chandler like the new one we got. New quote unquote. That was like, quite some time ago at this point. But it's an old counter Chandler. And not only that, he's actually a step up. So we'll look at what he does in a second, but he is, so this is the banner, right? Pretty mediocre banner, but he's a step up. So I'm thinking, this could be, what am I doing? I'm trying to, where's the translate option here? This would be potentially a banner right before a collab. Could be. That's when we usually get 242s, right? It's when a collab is about to happen. So right now, in terms of leaks, we got nothing, because 7DS Leaks, if you don't know, he got shut down. So he got the hand of the overlords. And then Marble said, no more leaks, and then he's done for in terms of posting them, I believe. So we know nothing, and I mean that's exciting in a way. We don't know, like 242 banners coming up. Are we getting collab? Maybe, right? So is it wise to summon this character? I guess we'll see how good he is, but he will be in the SR tickets right after. Kind of sucks that he's not going straight to SSR tickets, but given, I don't know, it's like impossible to predict this, but he shouldn't be a seasonal, right? He's just a regular banner character, regular 242. He should be in SSR tickets in a couple of months. Like who knows? Like they really are completely arbitrary. So like this character goes in SSR tickets when. Who knows? When we decide. Or, sorry, when they decide. I'm speaking as them. Alright, so let's read off the translations here by Kane. See how good this guy is. So, Ancient Demon. Magician Chandler. If the allies, including the subslot, are demon races... Okay, so that's like a LR Ascanor type thing, where even the back units should be a demon. Decreases demon race allies damage taken by 30%, and increase attack related stats by 15%. So he's a back unit. Interesting. He's a back unit that's giving demons 30% DR, 15% attack related stats. Because I'm thinking like demons, right? So what's the best characters on demons? The best characters on demons. It's an easy answer, right? So we got you. Where's oh, she's technically unknown. There she is. So we got Demon King Mali, and Gelda. Now Gelda, attack related stats is actually beneficial for her because she crits, she has pierce, she does the crit damage, so that's crit as well. And that makes a difference, but it's not as big of a difference as increasing her HP. That's always going to be better. And I mean, I guess I didn't finish reading what he does. I mean, let me see. So I didn't finish reading the rest of the passive. If the unit is assuming a stance, increases demon allies crit defense and resistance by 30. So there's no HP. It's just 30% damage reduction and then 15% attack related stats. Is this better than running a different back unit for the demon team? That's the question, right? It probably is. I say probably because, okay, if we run a Nashi, Gelda is quite powerful, right? 30% basic stats for her, And then we also have Anashi's passive, which is good. But then if we run LR Liz, we got the 15% HP, and we have high CC. Like, this is a base Chandler. So I'm going to assume CC isn't the greatest. We're going to have to see, because the thing is, I mean, obviously we can say, oh, I'll compare to, like, the Chandler we have in game. He can actually just have better stats, enough that it will tip him up on the chart, right? So, I'm going to assume he's a newer character, right? He's going to have decent stats. But he's not going to be as high of CC as LR Liz, no way. So, 30% damage reduction for Gelda is good, because that goes also with the rest of her damage reduction. Melly himself has his own damage reduction as well from his ult passive. Demon King, I guess, is the one that gets... I mean, he's really just there, right? So, it does make a difference for him. Yeah, this is probably going to make for the best demon team. Yeah, Chandler's back here. Now, there's a part there he stances and he gives allies crit defense and resistance. So, his attack card is ult gauge removal AoE. It's a terrible card. His stance card is assume a stance for 2 turns, taunt the enemies, decrease damage by 60%, and decreases ult gauge by 2 to the unit that attacks him. Okay. Is this... So let me take a look real quick. Arthur. So there's Excalibur Arthur, and then there's DN, right? Both of these have stances that once they're attacked, it lowers the enemy ult gauge, right? So DN reads exactly like his. What about Arthur? Yeah, it's DN's. Okay, so for Chandler, his level 1 is going to assume a taunt for 2 turns and get 40%. 2 turn taunt is always great. He might actually be a good front unit. Wait, what's Chandler's relic again? I forgot. I genuinely forgot. He removes debuffs from self means his stance decreases damage by 30% for 2 turns. Wow, he's gonna have 30% damage reduction from the relic, and then 40 from the stance. His stance is gonna be super tanky. Wow, okay. And he has 30% damage reduction. Wait, from his passive. Dude, his taunt is like absurdly tanky. Interesting. And obviously, he also gives himself that crit defense and crit resistance 30% chill on top of it. I guess he's not going to be a bad front unit in terms of holding the ground, right? You have... I guess I'll keep this on the screen here. You have the stance giving lots of stuff, and then he's going to be taunting up to protect maybe someone else, right? Or you could use it as a back end. He's a decent character. 242. I mean, I would say if you want to do like the first 2 multis, because you know how it is, right? With 242 banners, the second multi costs 1 gem. I mean, it's not a bad pickup. I would say, like, is this going to be a large improvement to the demon team? I don't think it's going to make enough of a difference that it will be the new best team or something like that. It will still be Sins. So if you want to continue to run the best team in the game, don't worry about this Chandler. Sins is definitely going to still be better. I'm sorry, but Sins has Ascanor. It is what it is, right? And you can't run Ascanor with Chandler. Ascanor is the best unit in the game, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know what I mean? Been loving that one. The way the cookie crumbles, it just sounds so good. Double reward for Demonic Beast. It's for, obviously, up into the snake. That's decent. Discounted event when discounted event for stamina when battling monsters. Monster battles. That's Demonic Beast as well. Okay. 50% off. Double the monster battle artifact acquisition. Oh, if you need them cards. I'm guessing this event here is we might be getting a new card set for Snake. That's my guess here. because they're popping all this, right? But there's not going to be a new demonic beast or anything. We just got one, right? I'm assuming. I mean, obviously they're also doing this because it's a dead week, right? There's like a dead week. It's just one banner and there's no events. Yeah, probably because the collab next week. Like, that's my. So there's a collab next week, right? With who? Who knows? That's exciting, actually. I like the surprise. I hope it's. I hope it's something more relevant than, you know, some of these IPs we've got. A lot of the IPs we've got are really like good. You know, Slime, Overlord, but we've had some stinkers, right? So hopefully we get something good as well this time around. If I had to pick one, I hope it's Fairy Tail. I have never read Fairy Tail in my life, but I think it would fit so well. I would pick up Fairy Tail. I'm reading a ton of manga these days. I would read Fairy Tail. Or Sword Art. I think it would also fit pretty good. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of Sword Art, but I think it would be good in game. Whatever. I think there's gonna be a new card set. Maybe, I don't know. That's my guess from all this. Or this could really just be as like a, okay, there's no events, there's nothing coming to this update, just a banner. Let's toss them out there so they have something to do this week. That could be it. There could be like no deeper meaning than this, but I'm hoping there's a new card set that like works pretty good on the squirrel, because you know, like, so Bird dropped a card set that increases single target damage, right? And that was good for Deer. Deer dropped a card set that made you immune to freeze. That was good for Dogs. Dogs dropped a card set that made you get, was it 15% attack related stats when using a full same race team. That was good for Snake. So Snake can drop an artifact set good for the squirrel. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this is like filler stuff. Nothing interesting. Yeah, Chandler's gonna be added to the Hero Arena. Yeah. So nothing else interesting. Just Chandler. He's decent if you want to summon, do it, but I would be cautious. I think the possibility of a collab next week is quite high, but he does look pretty good. I will use him once he comes out, and we'll see what happens.